Hello students, I hope you are all fine. Today I am going to teach you lesson 14. The topic is punctuation from your English 2 book Grammar Gear of class 5. Punctuation plays an important role in developing writing skills. It is very often proved that punctuation may change the meaning of a sentence. Let us try to understand it with the help of examples. So here is an example of punctuation. The teacher says the student should be expelled from the school. The first sentence where we have used inverted commas means that the student says the teacher should be expelled from the school. In the second sentence, the teacher says the student should be expelled from the school. Where there is no inverted commas means that the teacher says the student should be expelled from the school. So, in order to understand the meaning of a sentence, it is very important to study the use of punctuation marks. So, what is punctuation? The right use of the stops in a sentence is known as punctuation. Now, let us learn some of the principal punctuation marks that are used daily. Full stop, comma, semicolon, colon, interrogation, exclamation, inverted commas, capital letters. There are mainly 7 punctuation marks, and at the same time, we should know the use of capital letters, which are used at the beginning of a sentence. Capital letters are also used for names of people, places, mountains, rivers, countries, nations, days of the week, months, festivals, etc. So today we will learn about the uses of the comma and the semicolon. Let us see the uses of the comma. A comma is used to separate 3 or more items in a list. This example will make it clear. The boy bought a bag, comma, a pen, comma, a notebook and a dictionary. In this sentence, commas are used after a bag and a pen. The items are separated by using commas. A comma is also used to separate any extra information that we might add at the beginning, in the middle, or at the end of a sentence. Any extra information may be added at the beginning, in the middle, or at the end of a sentence. Let us learn it with the help of this example. Many years ago, there lived a powerful king. In this sentence, many years ago is an extra information added at the beginning of a sentence. Example, this poem which you are reading is written by Kate. In this sentence, which you are reading is an extra information added in the middle of a sentence. It is between this poem and is written by Kate. Example, the soldiers got into action almost immediately. In this sentence, extra information is added at the end of a sentence. So we see that extra information are separated by using commas. Now let us learn the third use of comma. A comma is also used when someone is addressed directly. For example, Raju, you read the lesson. Please bring the book, Suman. In this sentence, we are directly addressing Raju and Suman. So, comma is used after Raju and before Suman. Let us see the fourth use of a comma. A comma is used between a greeting or an exclamation and the address. Here, address means addressing a person by names or by relations like father, mother, uncle, etc. Let us take these examples to understand it better. Good morning, comma, sir. Good morning, sir. We use a comma between good morning and sir. So a comma is used between a greeting and an address. Oh, Papa. Here we use a comma between O and Papa. So a comma is used between an exclamation O and an address Papa. The fifth use of a comma is that a comma is used before coordinating conjunctions which are used to join two sentences when a new subject is introduced in the second sentence. You have learned about coordinating conjunctions in lesson 12. Words such as for, and, nor, but, or, yet, and so are coordinating conjunctions. Let us take this example. He was unwell, yet he went to sleep. Rina is rich, but she is not proud. She is ill, so we are taking her to medical. In this sentence, the sentences are joined by yet, but, and so, and a comma is used before them. I hope you will keep in mind the uses of comma. A comma is used to separate three or more items, to separate any extra information. When someone is addressed directly, between a greeting or an exclamation and the address. Before coordinating conjunctions used to join two sentences. Before we proceed to the uses of the semicolon, let us be clear that a comma is the shortest pause. The semicolon is longer pause than a comma, but shorter than that indicated by a full stop. We should know that a full stop is the longest pause. Now let us proceed to the uses of semicolon. The first use is a semicolon is used to join two closely related sentences. The two sentences can easily be written separately. A semicolon can be used in place of a full stop. Here are a few examples of a semicolon. I love ice cream. It is my favorite food. The cupboard opened. Out sprang a big rat. Here we use semicolon when we want to share related things that are different but equally important. It is written in one sentence instead of two separate sentences. So we can write, I love ice cream. It is my favorite food. Semicolon is also used in place of a comma where there is no conjunction connecting the two sentences. So instead of conjunction, we can use semicolon. Let us take this example. The kittens were miserable. They were out in the rain. Here we could have used conjunction for instead of semicolon. Sometimes I eat eggs. It is not good for skin disease. The conjunction but would have been used instead of semicolon. So, semicolon helps to combine two independent clauses. Let us see the third use of semicolon. Semicolon is used to separate items in a list when each individual item already contains a comma. It means that separate items are separated by a semicolon in a sentence. For example, I bought a book for my brother, a toy for Rina, my sister, and a sari for my mother. Here we use semicolon after I bought a book from my brother, and after a toy for Rina, my sister. Here different items are separated by semicolon. I hope you have understood the uses of comma and semicolon. In short, the comma separates three or more items in a list, but semicolon is used to separate the items in a list when each individual item already contains comma. The comma is used before the coordinating conjunction when a new subject is introduced in the second sentence, but semicolon is used to join two closely related links. A comma is used before the coordinating conjunction when a new subject is introduced in the second sentence, but semicolon is used to join two closely linked sentences without using a coordinating conjunction. I hope you have understood the lesson. Thank you.